Hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please invite your friends. And today our topic again is the rats of Hamas. Actually I wasn't planning to go live now, but I saw some videos of Muslims in the UK. And actually, if you see the thumbnail of the video, you will notice this is actually a UK video where the Muslims supposedly stepping on the flag of the USA and Israel and England. And here, if you are an English man, ask yourself how in the world those idiot criminals, they land in your country. See, they are stepping on your flag. They are not a British citizen, and they will never be British citizen. In fact, they have other flag in their hand. It is the flag of Islam. So the stupid you give them citizenship, you give them free health insurance, you bring them as refugee. They were kissing your ass to give them a visa, and then they kiss your ass to give them papers, and then they kiss your ass to give them shelter, and they kiss your ass to give them education to their children for free. And after all the ass kissing, they are burning your flag. Well, you deserve it. However, I think what's going on now is very good, because more and more European countries, they will start noticing that those are not the one we want to have around us. And I hope soon they will do as some countries already doing. They will strip anyone from his visa or papers or even citizenship if there is any proofs that he is supporting terrorist organization. Some people, they think if they got citizenship, that means that's it. They can stay there forever. No, they can take it away from you. And if you are born there, they can put you in jail for a long time. What European today they are seeing about this savage religion, I apologize in the beginning I used the word shit in the thumb, but I cannot describe Islam better. I mean, do you have a better word for Islam? This is the most shitty, disgusting, smelly, filthy, violent, savage, barbaric filth. They call it Islam, and that's not a religion. And the funny is, you will see that those Mohammedan don't dare what to do. What they are doing in Europe, they don't dare to do in Saudi Arabia. Did you ask yourself, why nobody in Saudi Arabia burning flags? Why nobody? Where is the thousands of Muslims? I mean, this is the center of Islam. The answer is very simple. Saudi Arabia, they don't tolerate. So those people, they knew that Europeans are stupid and they are very, very tolerant. So they take advantage. Even they beat the police, because there's no police in England. I mean, since when England have a police? Until now, they have no guns. Try to do that in USA, and let us see what will happen to you. So they take advantage of the system, and your system obviously doesn't fit no more. You see, the police who have no guns maybe was good 60, 70 years ago, where you have no garbage. Now you have a lot of it. You have terrorists in your land. In fact, England became the nest of terrorism. It's time to change everything. See, when some countries refuse to accept those Mohammedan in their lands, everybody accused them of racism, like Hungary or Poland, etc. In fact, they turn to be the smartest between all those dummies. You don't find any of those things happening there. They were very smart. They will not accept a single person there. You collect the garbage, you deal with it. All countries who rejected, you know what? I received an email actually. You remember when I spoke against the filthy Putin? How many people get upset from me? I receive many emails and Patreon says, we won't even support you no more. Insulting comment, insulting emails. Yesterday, I received an email from one of them. He is apologizing. He said, you are right. Putin is really evil. He is siding with Hamas. And you know, the funny is that the Russian, they are talking about an Israeli minister. He used the word bomb, like nuclear bomb. When Putin, as soon as he started the war, he kept talking about using nukes, using nukes, using nukes. So he can use it, and he can talk about it, and he can warn he will use it, but Israeli cannot. Do you see how filthy scumbag this filthy man? And yet many of you, they think he is a Christian. This guy is the scum of the ground. The worms in the ground is better than him. You know, worms, they are useful. They fertilize the soil. This guy, he fertilized what? So he sided with Hamas. This is live from Gaza. He meet with Hamas. Hamas is his friends. Can you believe it? Hamas is his friends. And you know, for me, I don't take a side. I spoke many times against Western countries. You know, I spoke even against Trump. How many times you heard me saying that obviously Trump, he got a bribe from Qatar? Did I say that? How many times you heard me? I don't take a side. I say things as it is. Trump, he took money from Qatar. In fact, if not a stupid Trump, Qatar will not be what Qatar is today. Because in case you do not know, the Saudi Arabia, the crown prince, he was going to invade Qatar to change the royal family there. They are not royal, actually. They are scumbags. It was the dummy, the donkey, the filthy, the bribe man, Trump, who warned Saudi Arabia that if they do move in, he will use the USA Army. So in fact, he was protecting the filthy scumbag of Qatar. And then if I speak about Trump, you know, those who support Trump, they get upset. I speak about Putin, those who support Putin get upset. Who care? We say the truth. The truth hurt. Somebody is saying his name is Thinking Samir. He is saying religion is the problem. My friend Samir, I don't like to use the word stupid, but let me use it with you. Religion is a problem. Well, if I ask you, is a Christianity religion, you will say yes. Well, when the last time you heard that somebody is a Christian bombing himself in a bus? When the last time you heard the Christians, you know, killing somebody because he insulted Jesus? When the last time you heard that the Christians are, you know, forcing people to convert to the religion? So Samir, you're an idiot, my friend. In fact, Islam and communist is the same. As an example, Stalin and Lenin, they don't even take their coffee before they sign the death of at least 5,000 to 6,000. They killed millions. The communist is the biggest criminals after Muhammad. For sure, Muhammad did beat everybody. So don't think you are better when you say you are an atheist. You are the same. If people, they practice a Christianity, Christians limit other people's rights based on their subject belief system. Well, I don't know, Samir, you are stupid again. I will give you an example. I limit your right to marry a gay, right? Well, go and vote. This is what the system is. You're a stupid donkey. So in one hand, you say it's a vote. You want vote, right? You want freedom. And then we go for freedom and we vote. And we vote, we don't want this. And then you get upset. So you are a certified donkey. So what do you want? So you want the majority to vote yes for the minority, and that will make you happy. But that will make the minority controlling the majority. What kind of democracy this democracy is? So Samir, you came from the Middle East. Too much shit, my friend. Too much shit. You are not eating food, you are eating shit. Tell your parents to change the food for you and not to forget to change your diaper. Anyway, I know like here we go, some people who support Trump, they are like, making statement now. My friend, is it true that Trump's son-in-law, he did rent his building for $1 billion? Listen, how much? $1 billion for the coming 99 years. Have you ever heard of somebody pay rent for 99 years? I mean, you can buy 10 buildings by this money. And you are telling me that this is not a bribe. So Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, Trump, whatever, Ivanka, all are scumbag and they are liars. However, we vote for Trump because we don't have better. I mean, they bring you two donkeys. One want to hit you in the balls, one want to hit you in the head. Choose one. This is reality. Both of them, they are corrupt. Both of them. Now, the Muslims going angry around the world. I don't want to forget. The king of Jordan, I don't know, looked like he took his tweet, because in the news they say that king of Jordan, he made a tweet. I didn't find his tweet. He posted in his tweet praising the Jordanian Air Force. What the Jordanian Air Force did? They drop medical aid on Gaza. They send airplanes and they drop medical aids. And then those Jordanian, Allahu Akbar. No country in the world dare to do that. Only the king of Jordan, brother. I know what's going on. Second day we heard the news that the Israeli army told him to do so. This guy is a puppy. So in front of his people, he would present himself as a hero. Like, you know what? I did send the army my airplanes and they dropped medical supply. And the Muslim like, what? May Allah bless you, brother. How you do that? And the Israeli Air Force, they did not notice you. I mean, how you cross all the way and from Jordan you go all the way to Gaza? That's something. And the king of Jordan, sure. My Air Force, they can do it. The guy don't even have Air Force. He have a couple of airplanes. Most of them don't function, and even the maintenance is done by free by USA. So when he posted the news, I do not even need explanation. I know right away that this is impossible unless the Israeli, they allow that to happen. You know that there is nothing can go through the Israeli, you know, like airspace without their permission. So the first day the guy was making like a big noise about it. Like, listen, we went all the way from here to here and we drop medical supply. And the Muslim takbir, Allah Akbar, takbir. He is the first Muslim king brother who was able to do so. The Israeli don't shut their mouth. I mean, Israeli, next time you use your puppy, like, I mean, don't let him look like a hero. The next day, the Israeli, they said, we told the king of Jordan to drop medical aid. Which means he is doing them a favor. Unbelievable. Anyway, I mean, you know, this is the Middle East. And what do you know about the Middle East? We are the Middle East and we know best. Anyway, so he's a hero. Now we have another scumbag. His name is Hassan Nasrallah. Let us go to the north. You know, Hassan Nasrallah is the same like, you know, like, I don't know, once I was, you know, I have a neighbor, he have a Doberman. And his Doberman, actually, he don't bark. I mean, he don't do any don't make noise, you know. He's very friendly. I mean, he is really scary. Actually, you have two of them. And then suddenly, a Chihuahua came and he wanna attack the Doberman. I'm serious. The little tiny Chihuahua, I mean, you cannot even hold the guy. He wanna kill the Doberman. And this is how I see those Abdul. They scream so hard and they want to kill the Doberman. But in the case of Nasrallah or Hezbollah, the story is a little bit different. The guy, he knew that now the Israeli, they don't want, you know, and I mentioned that before. I mean, this is stupid to keep mentioning. We will not extend the fight. We will not. I mean, you just told them, you will not extend the fight. I mean, so you give them a chance to play. Why you keep saying that? I mean, what the point? Very, very stupid, you know. Leadership in the wartime, it's very important. I mean, it's a very simple rule. Don't tell your plan to the enemy. Correct? I mean, it's simple. I mean, have you ever heard of like somebody playing cards? Do you show the cards to everybody, what you have in your hand? So they keep saying we will not expand the war. We will not we make it regional. We will not, you know, we won't just fight Hamas. So this guy, he heard them very well, right? He heard them. Notice a Christian prince does not want to accept that religion is unnecessarily and creates issues. My friend, I have an answer for you. I believe that you are unnecessary too and you are a piece of shit. Are you happy now? You are coming to a Christian prince, and he is a Christian, and you keep insulting him, and keep saying to us, we do not need Jesus, and you are telling us, you guys, you are not useless, and you are talking about not necessarily. Well, I say to you that you are not necessarily here. We do not need your shit. Get out. You are like a bug. Stupid idiot. In fact, if not the Christians, you will not even dare to say anything against religion. Go back to the Middle East where Islam is. How come you have no voice there? Here you have a voice because of the Christians. The Christians, they give you freedom, and you are a scumbag. You should be kissing their feet. You see, this United Nation was not United Nation. It was United Christian Nations. I have a degree of law. I study the first law of United Nations. It used to have a different name. It was just the Christian names. You know, Christian nations, you do not even know what a human right is. This is the truth. You see those people, you respect them, you tolerate them, they spit at you. You spit at them, they say to you, is that what the Christ taught you? They make fun of you because you are Christian. The second you show them and you put them their size, hey, this is what the Christ taught you. This is how the Christian behave. What's wrong with you? You are not a good Christian. Do you remember the guy? Did you watch Brigade Gabriel? I don't care about Brigade Gabriel. I don't know. I don't know her. I mean, this you know, here we talk religion. Those people, they take politics. And they don't do anything really. Actually, Brigade Gabriel and, you know, all those who speak about politics, they don't really help much because you are not hitting the head of the snake. Like now you go to Hamas. You listen to Netanyahu. They keep saying we are fighting Hamas only. We are not in war with Gaza. That's a lie. This is politics. And politics is garbage. Gaza is Hamas and Hamas is Gaza, and whoever say no, he is a liar. Just today, actually, 2 hours ago, I saw the civilian going out from Gaza. And the woman, she was shouting, may Allah destroy you, may Allah kill you. They just gave her a pass to live. Literally. The Jews, they just gave her a pass to live, and she was cursing them. Why people are stupid? So those who speak about politics and they speak against, you know, Hamas is bad. No, Hamas is not bad. It is Islam. Hamas is just one of the babies of the filthy scumbag Muhammad, and nobody want to talk about it. This is not a war against Hamas. What the people in Pakistan have to do with you in Israel? Are they Hamas too? What does Shia Nasrullah have to do with you? Is he Hamas too? Why Al-Houthi in Yemen want to kill you? Is he Hamas too? No. It is Islam. So what people they do, they go around in circle. You know, they don't want to say what the bro. You know, like they don't name the donkey or the elephant in the room. They want to talk about everything except the problem. Why those people in London, they are doing what they are doing? Are they Hamas member? No, they are Muslims. This is the problem. And if you don't acknowledge that, you are being stupid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really how much you tell people about what's going on. Still they don't listen, they don't see, they don't want to see, this is Hamas, you know. We are not like you. If we go right now to the IDF, the IDF guy, remember the video? Let me remind you, we are not at war with Gaza civilian. We are at war with Hamas. What the heck is that? Was Yasser Arafat Hamas too? This is politics, and always politics will not help you. So you bring this lady, Gabriel. I'm not by the way, I'm not putting her down, but they talk politics. They are not really hitting the head of the snake. You are just wasting your time, you know. If you want to really kill the devil, hit the head of the devil. Are you teaching your kids in Israel right now that the enemy is Islam, not Hamas? Did you explain to your kids why all of them, 1.6 billion according to them, all of them, they want to kill you? Why are they all Hamas? That's a huge organization. This is not Hamas. This is Islam. And the funny, the Muslims, they kill each other non-stop, everywhere. In fact, Nasrallah and the Shia in Lebanon, they put the Palestinian for a couple of years inside their camps with no water, no food, and no shelter. If you don't believe me, go right now to Google and search حصار المخيمات. to the point the Palestinians in Beirut, they had to eat the dead bodies. Do you think I'm joking? The Shia, specifically the Shia today, they are talking, they want to defend the Palestinians. I mean, they killed from the Palestinian as you cannot even imagine. Anyway, we go back to the rat. So the IDF, or let's say Netanyahu, and the Israeli government, and Joe Biden, whatever, who is like, supposedly they call them leaders. They keep saying they will not extend, they don't want a regional war. And those, Hezbollah, they are not stupid, they knew how to play the game. They learn how to play it. They make billions from this game. They heard the Israeli very well. They will not do anything. So what we will do? Let us get some reputation that we are fighting Israel by throwing some rockets here and there. Already Hezbollah lost more than 100 according to Hezbollah. And you know the Arab, when they lose 1,000, they say 100, unless the number is civilians, they do the opposite. So if they lose one civilian, they say 10. And that's what they do right now in Gaza. It's just to make people like feel bad for them and send them more money and more food. By the way, in Gaza, did you see the house, the villa of the leader of Hamas? Unbelievable. It's like a $2 million house at least. Let's see. Anyway, so this guy, Nasrallah, he heard the Israeli keep saying they will not do anything. We don't want to extend the war. We will not extend the war. Okay. So let us go and play with them. In one hand, that will give us a good reputation that we are the one who defend Allah and His religion. And we are the only one who supporting Hamas. And then that will fix our reputation after the war in Syria. The war in Syria, which caused the life of, hundreds of thousands, if not millions. And most of them, they are Muslim Sunni. So this guy was a killing machine to kill the Sunni, actually. And that's what he was busy with in the last few years. So Israel is a tool to promote and to fix their reputation as an organization and as a Shia who kills Sunni. In the same time, what they will lose as long as the war don't get really bad and Israel don't hit so hard, everything is good to go. So this guy, he go in TV and he keep giving finger to Allah. The Israeli, they say to themselves, as long as he is giving a finger to Allah, okay, let him stay in his place. But now I think the Israeli, they learn something very important. Now maybe they are busy with the terrorist of Gaza, the rat of Hamas, which literally they are in the sewage. Peace be upon them. when we bury them in the sewage? After they finish with Hamas and the other babies terrorists, because Hamas, by the way, is not the only terrorist organization in, I mean, all of them, they are terrorists. The one they call him the head of the Palestinian Authority, this guy is a terrorist. He's a drug dealer. All of them. They fool you. They say, oh, those are better. No, this is the same as scumbags. Anyway. And the fight actually between Hamas and this guy, the authority, the Palestinian Authority, which is Yasser Arafat Authority, supposedly. And I don't want to focus on the word authority right now, thanks to the American who forced the Israeli to give their land and make the authority. That was the biggest mistake from the beginning. And instead of sending them to where they belong, to Jordan, to Saudi Arabia, they gave them authority. Did you have peace with Israeli? No. Now you have a bigger problem, because always you have a stupid leadership who obey and listen to the American. So what will happen, and you tell me later if I was wrong, remind me a few months from now. After they finish with Hamas, they will turn their back to Hezbollah. Because now they are sure that they cannot have two enemies in both sides. If they stop the war now with Hamas, and then later they have some action with Hezbollah, Hamas will shoot rockets too. So you go left, they shoot from the right. You go to the right, they shoot from the left. So now the Israeli, if they are smart, and I'm assuming they are, but I don't trust leadership. Again, they are doing politics. If they are going to do the right thing, they should, after they finish with Hamas, go and finish the scumbag of Hezbollah. Because there is no way to have a security for your country and you have those neighbors. And I think all of you agree with me. Security cannot be done by having a neighbor who want to kill you, and he's waiting for the second you are weak. You know, the day the Hamas, the attack, the Muslims around the world, they felt like Israel is collapsing. Everybody cheer up because they saw a weakness. Israel started attacking, and they showed the Muhammadan that they are not weak. Absolutely not. In fact, they can destroy all their neighbors in less than 5 minutes. Literally. You know, in case you do not know, the Israeli have hydrogen bombs long time ago. Not just nukes. Israel is nobody can play with. I mean, if those guys that decide to go not, they can go not. If they find themselves at risk, they will use their weapon. I mean, they did not make weapon for display. So, because a bunch of savage, they took advantage of the holiday and they were able to kill a lot of civilians and kidnap a lot of women and children. The Muslims, they cheer up and they thought Israel is dead. Look what we did. This is how easy. And they start making speeches in the YouTube. By the way, there's thousands of speeches by Muslim sheikhs speaking about how weak Israel is. We showed you the speech of Lili Dawah, peace be upon her, speaking about how fragile the Israeli, how fragile, brother, how fragile. Abdul, the Israeli, they can finish England. This is how fragile they are. I'm serious. England does not have the capability and the power of Israel. Not even 1 to 100. This is the truth. And this is the only reason all the cowards, like, you see those Muslim, they call themselves Palestinian. Allahu Akbar, where is the Muslim leaders? Where is Pakistan? Where is Erdogan? I mean, they don't know that they don't dare to do so. Don't you know that if they do try to do something, the Israeli, they will make you shish kebab? They don't know. They are disconnected from reality. In fact, it is because the mercy of the Jews you are still surviving. Otherwise, they can finish you all. And this is the only reason those Muslims did not attack Israel yet. I'm just being honest with you. If Israel is a weak country, look who is around them. Look how many they hate them. Shall I count for you? We are talking about countries who had hundreds of millions population. Erdogan himself, he loved Israel to death, literally to death. How happy Erdogan will be to attack Israel. This is a country almost of 100 million. How happy every single Muslim in Egypt would be to destroy Israel. That another 100 million. We are talking about hundreds of millions. We are not talking about 10 million, 20 millions. Those are hundreds of millions. So now we have 200 millions. How many millions in Iran they would love to finish Israel? What is the population of Iran right now? 50 million? I don't know. 40, 50, 60? Somebody give me the number. Every single Muslim in Iraq would love to finish them. What Iraq right now? 30 million? Maybe. I'm not sure. Every single Muslim in Syria would like to finish them. Every single Muslim in Jordan would like to finish them. Look how many dots we have. Every single Muslim in Saudi Arabia would like to, Emirat, Bahrain, even those who you claim that you signed peace agreement with them. We did not even go to Pakistan. We did not even go to the Muslims in Russia. Did you see the Muslims in Russia when they heard that a bunch of Jews arriving to the airport in Uzbekistan? Or it was what? Kazakhstan? I don't know which one, which is stan it is. They rushed to the airport. They want to kill the Jews. In the top of that, we have a lot of filthy scumbags who they claim to be Christians and they support the terrorists of Hamas. And you can find them everywhere. You can find them in Spain. You can find them in Italy. You can find them everywhere. We are not talking about Muslims now. We are talking about people who claim to be Christians. So the number of people who hate Israel is beyond imagination. Dagestan, not Dogestan. I don't know. I saw what I saw. I saw a bunch of dogs. It sounded like Dogestan. I mean, look how savage, how trashy. So they want to attack those poor civilians who they are coming to their land. Which is actually, I mean, if you are a man, go free yourself from Putin. You are a Muslim, you are shouting Allahu Akbar, and your president is Putin. Do you see how, like Kadyrov, Aman Rabbi Aman, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, he's a Muslim. But we know that a Muslim cannot accept non-Muslim to be his leader, his boss. And Muhammad, and they believe that Kadyrov is really, he's a true Muslim, he's a good Muslim, the guy living like a king, the most fancy cars, the most expensive houses, palaces, drugs, I mean, you name it. Putin was the leader when they attacked Grozny. And actually, as long as we are talking about Putin, who is worried about the Palestinians, should we remind him what he did in Grozny? I'm not going to say what he did in Ukraine. What he did in his own land, supposedly, or let us say a land he controlled. Anyone remember? The capital of Grozny become dust. And now Putin is speaking about protecting civilians. I mean, isn't it amazing how those people function? This is a Grozny. And Kadyrov, the hero of Chechnya, you know, he is a Muslim, but he worked as a puppy for those who killed his own people by tens of thousands. Putin, he sent his army to Syria. And Putin is speaking about what? Protecting civilians. Just type war in Syria and see what you will see. I mean, everybody was involved there is a criminal anyway. But Putin is the last one who can tell us about protecting civilians. And the funny is that Iran is a member of a Human Rights Council. Isn't it? This is fun. Iran is I think it's the head of the Human Rights Council right now. I mean, this is a true story. Even fiction, hard to believe. I mean, those people, they hang anyone who opposed them in the street. Those are dead people, the one you see their pictures right now. The rest, Google don't show you the pictures. You have to sign in. Because there's tens of thousands hanged on the street. They don't even hide it. They kill their own people. They slaughter the Iranian regime. They slaughter tens of thousands of Muslims in Iraq, in Syria, you name it, in Yemen. War between Sunni and Shia. And then Nasrallah want to give us a speech about protecting civilians and defending Muslims and Islam. And you know, if you are a Muslim, by the way, and you are listening, I challenge you to say I'm lying. I challenge you to show me which part in my video I did not say the truth. How many this guy he killed in Lebanon? Muslims. How many he killed in Syria? How many the Shia militant of Iran, al-Houthi, killed in Yemen? Now they are your friends. Are you sure? So what the Shia they are doing right now, they use the issue in Gaza as a way for publicity and to promote Shiaism between the Muslim Sunni. You see, look, all the Muslim Sunni, they are doing nothing except us. We are the only one. But if you check, you ask yourself why they are the only one. Because they are not government, they are just militant. Iran don't dare to do it. Why Iran don't dare to shoot at Israel? Because Iran is a government. and then Israel is going to destroy Iran. Those are just militant groups. We are talking about Gaza and Hezbollah and etc. And a guy, his name is Lauren, he's talking about the Trinity. Mr. Lauren, as I know, according to what your mom said, that she was having 3 sons when she gave birth to you. So we are not sure really which Trinity you are talking about. Like your father was in the top of your mother, or it was the neighbor in the top of your father. Those are the scumbags. They try to change the topic because the topic hurt. You want to talk about the Trinity. Abdul, potato, son of Muta. Go do Muta, go. Go rent your mother for 5 minutes. But even more funny that the Saudi is also in women rights. You know what, the Saudi actually, you know, you need to know that the Saudi and Emirat and Bahrain, they hate anything to do with so-called Palestinians. I assure you. That's why they don't give them visas. They don't. They don't welcome them. They don't support them. I mean, forget about things they do in public, like, you know, I will give some medical and food, you know. I mean, they're just to shut up the mouth of the media. But in reality, those countries, they hate them. I assure you that. Especially after what happened in the war in Iraq and Kuwait. You know, the so-called Palestinians, when Saddam Hussein, he invaded Kuwait, I don't know how many of you is old enough to remember that. So Saddam Hussein, he came all the way with his army and he took over Kuwait. Palestinians in the Gulf at that time, they were living like kings. You know what kings? I'm serious. Villas, nice cars, big salary. The Gulf, those Arab in the Gulf, they treated them very, very well, to the point you don't even need a visa. I mean, you live like a citizen. They give them the best jobs. As soon as Saddam Hussein occupied Kuwait, every single Palestinian joined Saddam Hussein. So when the American came, thanks to America again, and kicked Saddam Hussein out, all those Gulf countries, they kick every single Palestinian out of their land. At that time, in fact, even the scumbag, the king of Jordan, he joined Saddam Hussein. And almost, if not the help of America, Jordan went bankruptcy. Because suddenly, all those who work in the Gulf and all the money come from the Gulf, Jordan have no resource. They don't even have water. They don't have water for the toilet seat. In case you do not know, go check right now. You will see in Jordan, they open the water once a week for them. So they kick every single Palestinian, and those are the most population of Jordan, including Jordanian, to Jordan. Kick them out. And then no jobs, no visa, no money. I remember at that time, until now actually, the Gulf, they are doing good. Oil and gas, still fine. So it was a great income coming to Jordan. And because the stupid king of Jordan, he made the wrong choice. You know, Saddam Hussein, he gave Jordan a gas for free. He gave them gas, oil for free. So the king of Jordan, he said, okay, Saddam Hussein, he is the leader. Come on, you know, he give us oil for free. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. When Saddam Hussein, he lost, the king of Jordan, he switched again. He started kissing asses. He kissed the ass of America. Please forgive us. George Bush, do something. Please, we will collapse. If you don't believe me, by the way, you can check all of this. You can go right now and search about the Saudi and the Kuwaiti and the Emirati kicking the Palestinian out, send them to Jordan. So the king of Jordan, he's like a rat always. He is desperate for money because his country is so poor, extremely poor. So going back, you know, it's good actually to mention all those things, so those who never heard those stories before, they will learn about it. We hear right now all those countries, Egypt, let us start with Egypt. In Egypt, in fact, if you are a Muslim Brotherhood, you will be immediately arrested and mostly will be executed, which means Hamas too. If you are a Hamas in Egypt, you will be executed. I'm serious. Same in Saudi Arabia, because those are Muslim Brotherhood. Same as in Emirat. Same as in Bahrain. So what those speeches we heard in the United Nations? From Egypt, from Emirat, from all the, you know, this is all is a just propaganda, and it's just absolutely a lie. In fact, they are desperate to finish them all. You will notice that Egypt have borders with Gaza, right? All of us, we knew that. So why, you know, why? I mean, they are talking about the Israeli are surrounding Gaza. Okay, so why Egypt don't open their border to Gaza? They have borders with Gaza. They don't want them. They will not let a single person of them go through. That is the truth. See, Egypt is in the border. So when they say to you that the Israeli, they are not allowing them, this is a lie. I mean, Egypt, they have all of Egypt. In fact, all the smuggled weapon, all the smuggled, did you ask yourself where those coordinate, you know, missiles or rocket are coming from? They are using it right now with the Israeli army. They smuggled them through the borders of Egypt. And that was a bad, stupid mistake from the Israeli. They should not allow Gaza to have borders. But the stupid Israeli, they say to themselves, okay, we will let them have borders. Maybe one day they will become, you know, together, you know. So they will not be under our responsibility. And now, the Israeli, they should fix that. They should make a clean area between Gaza and Egypt, where nobody can go through without their checkpoints. I think this should happen because all the weapon is smuggled from there. Now, about the war, what's happening right now, I spoke to somebody, he's a trustworthy, and he is actually, his families are there. And he told me the following. And I believe the guy. Let us zoom out so we can tell you what he told me. The Israeli army are not giving details because it's a war. And I hope they will not until they finish. So they were able to take over all the sea area, the Israelis, in this area. And let me zoom in so I can see the name of the cities. Sorry. I have to zoom more so we can see. You know, the issue is, like, you know, my software don't allow me really. Let us see. Let us move part by part so we can show you. So anyway, the Israeli army right now, they already took all this area, the yellow area. This is already their control. This is a while ago, actually. And now they enter to the area of Beit Hanun. And they enter the area of Beit Lahia. And they enter the area of Attara. And they took all the area in the sea. And they are going from this side to, they are entering into Jabalia. And they were able to take this line here, if you see it. So they were able to cut, based on what I understand, they were able to cut Gaza into two parts, additional to that two parts they did already, which mean between the north and the south. So here, supposedly, they made a part here, all right? Or maybe a little bit more. And now they split it another part. So the area of Gaza where Hamas is surrounded, even that area, they split it into two. So now this part here, maybe let us use different color. We will use blue. This part here is totally separated from this part here. And not only that, all the major streets between the two parts of Gaza are totally under the control of the Israeli army. This is a street called Salahuddin. And here there's a street for the sea. I thought that I forgot the name. So all those major streets already controlled by the Israeli. So we can go all the way there, and this area, all of it, now is under the control of Israel. We don't know really how deep they are actually, because all what they know is what they can see. And what they can see, that the Israeli, they cut this territory here. So now they are totally separated between this one and this one. And Hamas, they cannot move between them. So now if there is a group in here, for sure there's a lot of them here, they cannot join and support this group here in case they need to send enforcement. And same for the other side. So what's happening here, the Israelis are going so slow for a very simple reason. They don't want to lose casualty. Imagine until now, I think they lost 32 or 33 soldiers. I mean, this is a miracle. Remember, when Hamas, they went inside Israel, they were able to kill more than 300 Israeli soldiers. Why? How this happened? Because they were not aware. They were asleep. They were in their pajama. They were sleeping. Now in war, going between houses, from house to house, from building to building, and those Hamas, they are very evil. Don't think the war is so easy. They have, like traps, they have bombs in the ground. This is why you will see that the Israelis are using big bulldozers to clean the way before they enter. Let us say they are doing a carpet cleaning, which make it so slow to move in, because you go with your tank and then boom, there's an under the ground, there's a bomb, explode with the tank. So they have to clean the way before they move in. Not only they have to fight Hamas, they have to clean the way, and that make it slow motion. Still, look what they are doing. With all this slow motion, they were able to accomplish this. And remember, this is not an open field between two armies. This is between houses, between buildings, where one sniper can stop 100 soldiers. Just one sniper. This is a very, very tough war. Actually, they are very brave. You know, I saw many videos of the Israeli army, how they operate. It's hard to believe. It's very difficult. And now the Hamas and the Muslim, they see if the Israeli really are cowards or they are not. We heard those potatoes Muslims like Lily and Mimi saying, oh, they don't dare to face us face to face. They come to you not only face to face, they are in the top of your head. You are in the sewage. You are hiding like a rat. You are no match. And you know it. And it's why all those Muslim countries beside Israel, hundreds of millions, don't dare even to fart. Because they knew what would happen. I saw some Muslims saying, well, you know, the American came to support them. In fact, the American, they did not came to support Israel, even though they are saying so. The American, they came to protect their troops. Because they could not attack Israel, but they start being annoying to the American troops in Iraq and Syria. That's the truth. Otherwise, American, they are doing nothing. What they are doing there? Nothing. They came to stop any movement against their own troops. They have a small numbers in Iraq, small number in Syria, so that, which would make them easy target. Just to be sure that in case Iran or Hezbollah decide to go wild, they will put them in their place. Because that is not a duty of Israel to protect the American troops in Syria or the American troops in Iraq. That is the duty of the American army. And we have all the means to do so. When you watch the videos about the Israeli army, how they are moving from a house to a house, right away you will see that this is really a very, very, very tough war. Because you do not know where is the enemy will come from. You do not know. And not only that, I mean, this is why they cut the internet, they cut the phones, but still Hamas, they have satellite phones. They are preparing themselves. And this should be done a big investigation about how all those weapons were able to be smuggled from, you know, obviously from Egypt. They should renegotiate the peace treaty with Egypt, and they have to make a different agreement about the borders. The border should not stay like this. The Israeli, they should control this area, period, and never allow them to have borders again with Egypt. They should have at least maybe 2 or 3 kilometers away from the borders as a clean area to guarantee that no such a thing will happen again. All this border should be given back and Israel should have it again. And then make like a corridor that anything will go between Gaza and Egypt have to go through Israel and Israel only. And remember, they are digging tunnel between this point here and this point here. And that's why this space here is very important, to be sure that if there's any digging, they will be able to know about it and destroy it. Because simply they have to go underneath of them. Many things after the war is over, which will never over really, but let's say the way it is today, need to be changed, and Israeli need to change many things. A lot of things need to be changed. And I believe this is what will happen after they finish with the rats of Hamas. they will go and give attention to the rats of Hezbollah in the north of Israel. You know, like hoping for best is not working. And if you think they will leave you, they will forget about you, they will be nice to you, you are just deceiving yourself. It's just a matter of time. So what are you waiting for? Finish it. You see, when they attack Hezbollah in 2006, the same exactly what you see right now in Europe happened at that time. Go check it out. They went crazy and stopped the war, ceasefire. Israel demolished Hezbollah in Beirut. And that was a stupid mistake, by the way. They stopped. They should even do more. And this is why now Hezbollah, they are so careful about how to play, because they knew what Israel can do. So Israeli, after they finish with Hamas, they should not wait until next time the same garbage happen. They should finish Hezbollah. And I can say, you cannot finish them, you know, like totally finish them. No, but you can turn them to dust. And by the time they grow again, you have to turn them to dust again. It's like weeds. You know, weeds in your yard? The weeds in your backyard? You take the weed off, they come back again. So we understand a reality that we cannot really get rid of the weeds, but we can keep our garden clean. Each time the weed come back, we burn the weeds. So, but the weed will be there. As they say, the one who don't attend his garden, the weed will take over it, right? Even the Bible teaches so. So Israel is surrounded by the weeds. And they have to keep the weeds on control. Otherwise, the weeds will take over you. Do you think Netanyahu allowed this on purpose to stay in power? I mean, this is the most stupid opinion or thinking about. I mean, do you think a guy would dare to kill okay, so Netanyahu, he called Hamas. He said, hey, Hamas, come and kill my people, okay? So I will lose my career. I mean, the guy was in power. What do you mean to stay in power? Now he will not stay in power. If you are talking about Hezbollah, well, they are there before he was in power too. Don't let those conspiracy and, you know, like 9/11 is an inside job. People love those stories, you know. Like, you know. By the way, guys, I see the Bigfoot in my backyard. Look, I'm looking. Right? Hey, Bigfoot, how are you doing? Just tell them conspiracy, and you know they'll love it. The guy Netanyahu now, he will not be prime minister forever, maybe, after what happened. He lost his career. So he's the last one to have a benefit from this. In fact, I believe the reason until now he did not stop the war, because simply he lost his career. What he will lose more. That's it. He knew that the second the war stopped, they will start investigation. So he said to himself, okay, you know what, the American, they keep pressuring me to stop. What I will lose anyway, I lost my career. At least let them remember me for something good. Let me finish Hamas. And you know, all of this happened, by the way, because they knew that Hamas, they felt that American, Joe Biden, he quote Prophet Muhammad. He need the Muslims in the election in Detroit, which is absolutely false, you know. But because he's nobody. So they said to themselves, if we attack Israel right now, the Americans are busy. They will not do anything. And the Israeli, they are divided, the left and the right, the religious and the liberals, and blah, 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 blah. At a perfect time. The whole country was asleep too. I mean, it's a perfect situation. But I believe that Hamas was not planning to succeed that much, which means I think Hamas was thinking they can kidnap some, let us say 20, kill maybe 50, and come back home. But surprise, surprise, the country was asleep. Not only that, actually, I saw the report, which is coming from Israel, that the Israeli intelligence, they stopped watching Hamas phones for more than 3 years. And the excuse was that it's a waste of time. So imagine, they have the most advanced technology. All of us, we knew that Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, they are buying the Israeli software, which can hack an iPhone in 2 seconds. You don't even need to do anything. Just send text message. We'll open the phone for you. This is how dangerous their technology is. Yet, they stop watching their enemy phones. Why? It's a waste of time. Whoever took that decision that this is a waste of time, I don't want to say what I should do to him if I am the one in charge. I will hang him from his testicles. So what you are doing? So what is your job exactly? You are watching who? Waste of time? At least watch the phones of the leaders. I mean, don't they have leaders? They stop watching their phones totally. Zero. They have zero phone call recorded, traced, or text messages. Zero from Hamas. So let us say all the stupid things, they come together, and that made Hamas successful. The army depended on a wall, and the wall was able to be destroyed by a bulldozer, just one bulldozer. I mean, how stupid. You see, I am not Israel, but I have many enemies, right? I have weapon, I have bullets, I'm ready. If I have a fence, I'm not going to cross the fence. They can jump on the fence. I mean, who is the stupid here? Fence. You don't depend in one thing. You depend on everything you can have for protection. The whole country went asleep. Soldiers, they were asleep. Totally asleep. There's no guards. Women, young men and women, they are dancing here in front of them. With nobody. And you know, when you, like in the beginning, when I saw the videos, you know, I spoke about, actually, I made a comment about Hamas making march tens of thousands just less than 24 hours before the attack. Where was the Israeli army? How they allow it? Let them march, who saw what, you know, okay. If they took action in that day, just 24 hours before, all of this will never happen. And they can kill all of Hamas fighters in so easy, in 5 minutes. They were all lined up on this street, Salah ad-Din. The one you see in the white going through Gaza. Tens of thousands. With their weapon, with their rockets. I mean, they are ready for you to take them. And what the Israeli army did? Nothing. And now you are looking for them. Now they are looking for them. Look, this is the real march happened just a day before the attack. A day, not a year. They are lined up for you, just take them. With their rockets, with their weapon, with their soldiers, with their fighters, with their leaders, with their scumbags, just take them. Showtime. Where was the Israeli army? Even this one, you did not see it? And now they are looking for a bullet. Where's Hamas? We cannot find them. They were there in front of you. Tens of thousands in front of your eyes. And what you do? Nothing. This is what happened when you have a stupid leadership. Netanyahu. And now we have to dig in the ground and look for the rats, when just a day before the attack, the rats was in the top of the ground. Do you really, any one of you, think that Israel did not see them? I mean, they are going live in YouTube. They are live on TV. They have their own TV. Hamas, by the way, they have TV, which, I mean, people in Israel, they can see the TV. They have it live. Israel did nothing. I remember when I made this comment, I said, where is Israel? This is before the attack. Somebody in the chat, he said, well, you want them to start a war? Supposedly Israel is not at war. Israel is at war since the beginning of I mean, now they are starting a war. If you go right now and search how many stabbing was done, I just made a video about it. I don't know how many of you saw it today. Stabbing, just type stabbing. You will find that every day Hamas is stabbing a Jew. Every day. And then somebody is worried about starting a war. They are killing you. Slowly, they are bleeding you. You know, I saw just a video before I go live. People driving in the highway. You know what those so-called Palestinians, they do? They throw Molotov at the cars. Civilian, they know, people driving in the street. How you can live with those people? So now if an Israeli, he throw a Molotov at so-called Palestinian car, all the media, they say, look how the Jews, look what they are doing. They here to throwing, but they are doing everything. They are stabbing Jews every day. We never saw one person cry for what is happening. And you know, always I learned that the Israeli are controlling the media. I mean, CNN is owned by the Jews, Fox News owned by the Jews, you know, Facebook owned by the Jews, Google owned by the Jews. But if you go search right now, you will find only videos about the victims of Gaza. Western, what is the name of this guy, the United Nations guy from Portugal, this scumbag? He is crying for them. I mean, just a week ago, they killed 1,400, and those Israeli, they have tons of babies. I mean, imagine women, they are 87, 89 years old. They kidnapped them too. Dead women, they took dead women with them. They took literally dead women. And this scumbag in the United Nations is blaming Israel. Today I was talking to a friend. I was talking about, my plans. So I said, I think the Jews behind it, they are not doing good. The first time, actually, I'm being honest with you. The first time I came to the West, I saw a Jewish man in the airport. I never saw a Jew before. Never, never. He's wearing the hat, those, them from. But I never saw in person a Jew. If I tell you I was looking if you have a tail, maybe you will not believe me, because this is what they told us. The Jews are monkeys. The Jews are ugly. The Jews are evil. The Jews are disgusting. Be careful. They kill babies. They eat babies. I am serious. They kidnap babies and they slaughter them. They take them for a snack. So first time I saw a Jew, I was like, what is the tail? He looked like us, I was expecting to see a monkey, a donkey, something weird. This is what they teach you. The Jews, the Jews, the Jews, the Jews. If somebody, his penis is not functioning, they blame the Jews. Actually, this is what Muhammad did. Muhammad, his penis stopped working. I don't think even he even was working ever. What he did, the hate is there. He blamed the Jews. Muhammad, he blamed the Jews for his penis. If you don't believe me, just type Lubayd ibn al-Asam. Yeah, I will do it in front of you. I will type in Arabic. Here we go. That the Jew from among the Jews from Bani Zuraik, who was called Lubayd ibn al-Asam, cast a spell on Allah Messenger. Do you see it? And what happened since then? Muhammad's penis is not working. Even the penis of Muhammad was frozen because of the Jews. And what this Jewish guy he did, he took some hair from the anus of the Prophet of Muhammad. The Prophet Muhammad have a lot of hair in his anus. His holy anus. Sorry, Muslim, I don't want to offend you. The hadith says that even Muhammad, when he do shit, the earth open its mouth and it swallow his shit, because this is a holy shit. The same as the holy shit prophet. So a Jew, he cast a spell on the penis of the Prophet, so the Prophet, when he want to have sex, he cannot have sex. Aisha, she sang a song for the Prophet penis. The Prophet penis does not move. Aisha, she played the Islamic anthem. The Prophet penis is not standing up for sake of respect. Aisha, she recite Quran. The penis is not, hello? It's dead. It's not there. Aisha, she did everything a woman she can do to make the penis go to the stage of barbecue. Nothing worked. And then Allah, he sent two angels. Look, we cannot send one. It's the penis of the Prophet. One is not enough. Especially the spell was so strong. It's a Jew spell. So Allah, he sent two angels. And the first one said to the other one, what's wrong with this guy? The other guy, he said to him, he is under black magic by a Jewish guy. I mean, the story is really funny. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't want to speak dirty, but if there's any of you, your penis is not working, it's the Jews. I'm telling you. Look behind you, look in the front of you, look your neighbor. He is a Jew. It is the Jews who made your penis not to work. Women, if your husband, his thing is not functioning, don't blame him. Blame the Jews. Okay? And not only that, Muhammad, he went even farther, and he claimed that even the food would not decay if there is no Jews. And if there's no women. He hate two. He hate the Jews and the women. But, you know, the funny is he have 13 of them at home, plus hundreds of slaves for sex. He reported that the Allah Messenger said, had it not been for Bani Israel, which means the children of the Jews, the children of Israel, meat would not have gone bad. So this is scientifically, by the way, proven. If there's no Jews, I mean, otherwise, why the meat will go bad? I mean, let us be honest here. Prophet Muhammad is, in this case, Dr. Muhammad, in his laboratory, he noticed that if there is Jews in the laboratory, the meat will go bad. He kicked the Jews out from the laboratory, the meat is fine. So Prophet Muhammad is very well known as a person, as a scientist, who observed very well. And since then, the Muslims, they blame the Jews for anything. Like there's a joke, a wife of the guys of Hamas, he was in jail for 3 years. He came out from jail and he found that his wife, she had 3 babies already. Just, what the heck? I did not see you for 3 years. Where are those babies coming from? She said, the Jews. Each time I go to visit you, they ask me to sleep with them before I see you. She blamed the Jews. Each time she go to see him, which is a lie, you know, the Jews, they say to her, you cannot see your husband unless we boom boom with you. She opened her legs to see the husband. What she can do? The Jews, you know. And you know, and the funny, obviously the story is true, because her sons, they don't say Hamas, they say Hamas. Obviously they are sons of a Jew. Otherwise, why they are saying Hamas? You tell me, you know. Oh boy. So this cult, you know, which is spread all over in the Middle East, based on hatred against the Jews. If the Jews, they live in Israel, they don't live in Israel, it doesn't matter. They hate the Jews. You know, the Muslims, they say, since I was a kid, I heard them saying Saturday, I was a kid, I heard the teacher saying Saturday come first and Sunday come next. I did not know what does that mean. That, okay, so I know, like, okay, Friday come before it too. But I don't know what that mean. Until one day I learned that what he meant, what they mean by saying that, we killed the Jews first, and then we killed the Christian second. They hate the Jews more than the Christians. And this is why, if there is anyone, he is a stupid, he's a donkey, yet he is a Christian, he think that the Muslim, they hate the Jews only. You are just a mentally ill person. You do not know what's going on. After, let us say there's no Israel, what the Muslim will do? What is next? Greece? Who's next? Spain? If you think they will not do it, they took it before, not long time ago. Not long time ago. All those European countries were under the control of Muslims. So in fact, the Jews are taking a big pain from you because you are next. This is what they meant by saying Saturday first and Sunday is second or after. Well, I say to Muslim, Friday come before Saturday, Abdul. Get ready for it then. This is how evil they are. They hate the Hindus, they hate the Buddhists, they hate everybody. But remember, if you speak against their hate, You are teaching hatred. Right? And then you will see people like this scumbag here. Look what he called himself, King Abdullah. This guy, he believed himself. You know, the son of the rich women. And look, none of his family wearing hijab. You know what, when I say none of his family are wearing hijab. I'm serious. Look at the pictures. None of them. He went to Saudi Arabia. He found to his son a wife. And who is the wife? She is the daughter of a person he can buy Jordan. Literally. And he married her to him. So she can pay to keep her son look like a king maybe in the future. They are bankrupt. All this family, they are bankrupt. They have no money. And they call themselves royal, thanks to the British intelligence. And thanks to Lawrence the Arabian. In fact, Lawrence the Arabian is the one who made them kings. Nobody in the so-called royal family, and they claim that they are from the family of a prophet Muhammad, police upon him. But nobody from the family of Muhammad, police be upon him, wearing hijab. And if you see his post, he keep praising Prophet Muhammad. Feed the crowd. Give them some hay. The cow, she need to eat something. But all of us, we knew who they are. I don't know if this time is good for you guys. For me, it's really late. But I said to myself, you know, going now, we'll be able to have people from, you know, the East, and maybe soon the Middle East. Already it's morning in the Middle East. This is Gaza right now, as you see. And I don't see a lot of actions going on. You are taking a break. You see this, the sound you hear, this is the drone. Israeli drone, they keep, you know, yeah. So I don't see too much action. I don't know what the Israelis are doing. They are taking their breakfast. Hey, Israeli army, where are you? That's it? Nothing? Ah, now I hear something. I hear something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, you know, at night you can see better what's going on, because when the hit happened, you can see the flash and the fire and etc. At daytime, actually, you don't see much, really. Nighttime, you can see more, even though it's dark. And even the rooster, by the way, even the rooster is there. Do you know how many Iranians supporting Israel? Well, still there's a lot of Iranians, they hate Israel too. You know, don't forget that. So, yeah, maybe there's a big number of Iranians support Israel, and, you know, those who they hate the regime. But there's a lot of Iranians, you know, support the regime too. The regime can't stand on its feet without people, right? Remember that. Did you see Ben Shapiro debate? I don't, you know, I don't really, I don't think this guy even a debater. I don't like him. I don't like his voice. He sounds like a you know, a cat who lost her voice. I don't know. I don't want to be rude to him, but I don't think he's a debater. You know? Yeah, he's not a debater, really. I never saw him giving a good answer for anything. But maybe he's a good for you. For me, I find him potato. And actually, this is why the Muslim, they debate those guys. You see, the Muslim, when they see someone, it's hard to win against, they don't even show up in the front of him. The Muslims only will show in the front of someone they think they have a big chance to win against. As simple as that. I'm telling you. Do you think this is a part of his second coming? The Messiah? Our friend, first of all, I don't know why the Christian, they keep talking about this issue, because none of us knows. And do you think I know more than you? Let me call, you know, the angels. Even the angels do not know. So, you know, I mean, we as a Christian, we should not go and, you know, keep repeating the same thing. And, you know, I see some priests, they're talking about the, you know, oh, it's a prophecy, it's the coming of Jesus, it is the end of the time. Don't go there. I mean, all those people, they are fake. Because nobody first knows when it's going to be happen. And when it happened, we are happy for it. Don't listen to those people. I mean, how many times we heard it's the end of time since before time? You know, it's a business. It's the end of the time. Don't forget to donate to me, okay? Like that. You remember the guy who was here 2 weeks ago, maybe 10 days ago, I went live? He was telling me, Christian Prince, he even gave us the date. So I told him that as long as you know the date, what about you give me your car? I have a 20 years old car. I mean, the guy is sure. He knew the hour, he knew the date, he knew the month, he knew the year, but he didn't want to give me his car. I mean, it's at the end of the time, what you will do with the car? If any of you really is thinking that the end of the time is next week, don't forget to give me my car, you know, I mean, it's old. Shame on you, you are going anyway. So don't fool into those, you know, businessmen who fool the crowd. You see, there's many, they take religion as a business. It's a big business. Anyone who starts fooling you, I can say, be careful, brother, like the Messiah might come anytime, be ready, that's fine. But to tell you when the time will be next week and next month, and so this is a prophecy in the Bible, like Trump is in the Bible, Obama is in the Bible, I mean, everybody is in the Bible. You know, they are just, what's wrong with you? They are doing like Muslims, you know, Muslims? The Muslim, they see a cloud, the name of Allah. They open the watermelon, they see the name of Allah. You know, they see the egg is saying Allah. The tree is bowing to Allah. The reaction of the dog for the prayer to Allah. Don't be the same as those stupid people. Hold on, I have a call. Christian Prince. First of all those things you said to me, it's absolutely true. Zakir Naik, what the heck, what's true? So like you open the watermelon, you find inside the watermelon the word Allah? Exactly. Okay, how come I open the watermelon? I never saw the name of Allah there. Christian Prince. First of all, the watermelon you open it, not the Muslim watermelon. Abdul, what do you mean Muslim watermelon and Christian what? Even watermelon is a Muslim. Christian Prince. They're the Christian watermelon. They're the Muslim watermelon. And there is an Indian. And those watermelon. Like Abdul, don't squeeze yourself too much. Watermelon is coming from you. How in the world you Muslims only see those things? Okay, how come no Hindu? Do you know how many Hindus? They open watermelon every day. Nobody saw the name of Allah in the watermelon. How come only Muslims they say that? Is that because, Christian Prince, first of all, if you are going to say it's a Photoshop, it's not a Photoshop. In fact, I don't even know what the program. Zakir Naik, you just said Photoshop. How come you say you do not know the program? Christian Prince, I didn't heard it from you. I did not say anything. It's you who said Photoshop first. I did not say it. It's you say it. If you think it's Photoshop, I don't know about Photoshop. That's what you said. Christian Prince, I don't say that. Abdul, it's recorded. Christian Prince, I swear by Allah, I did not say that. Stupid Zakir Naik, you just said that. It's recorded. Christian Prince, first of all, I think the dude, they thin my voice. the Jews, what the Jews have to do with this? Focus on me. We are talking about the watermelon. First of all, what they can go inside the watermelon and they can take the name of Allah. The Jews can erase the name of Allah from the watermelon. How they can get inside? It's very easy. What do you mean very easy? Can you do that yourself? First of all, we are Muslims. We can't do it. But they do it, they can do it. Ah, the Jewish can do it. Yeah, anyway, must be true story. Actually, you know what? There's videos. I don't know if I can show you the videos in YouTube. Muslim talking about watermelon is a Muslim. There's a Muslim, there's a Shia. Like as an example, the Shia, they claim that if the watermelon is sweet, the watermelon is a Shia. If the watermelon is not sweet, it is a Muslim Sunni. I'm not joking. Not to forget that the Muslims, they have, here we go. Those are the videos. البطيخ عند الشيعة إلى بطيخ موالي وبطيخ معادي. So this is the Sheikh here, it's a Shia. He's talking about how to know if the Shia support Ali and believe in Ali and follow Ali, or follow Abu Bakr, which means the Sunni. If the watermelon is sweet and yummy, so that means that this watermelon is Shia. If the watermelon is not sweet, it's a Sunni, the enemy of Ali. So the sweet watermelon is Hezbollah. I mean, they have all kind of madness, you know. And not to forget, you know, like even they have, fatwas with having sex with watermelon and marrying watermelon. We mentioned that before, if you remember. Let us see. Yeah, this is a Shia website actually. And here the Muslim Shia, they are supposedly exposing the Muslim Sunni. So if you open this website, like you can search for this title, example of Sunni morality. And if you search right away in the search engine, it's third example of Sunni morality. Sunni ulama, which means scholars, or scholars, have ruled the permissibility of having sex with watermelon. This is not a joke, by the way. It's true. Muslim Sunni, it is lawful for them to have sex with watermelon. They make a hole with it. I don't want to describe for you. I mean, that's not to go there. I don't know how many of you would eat watermelon after the day. So this is the stupid religion of Islam. I mean, they have all kind of madness. Sex with a donkey, sex with watermelon, and he's making fun of them. The Shia is asking them, do the watermelon need witnesses when you marry her? You know, like here it says, this is the fatwa, and this is the Sheikh, by the way, Ibn al-Qayyim. Mimi Hijab keep mentioning his name and the Ali Dawa, so they believe this is their master. All right. If a man makes a hole in a watermelon or a piece of dough or a leather skin or a statues, even don't take a Muslim to the museum. He will F it. You take him to the museum, he will F the statues, any hole, even the disposal machine. Whoops. And has sex with it. What? If a man make a hole in watermelon or a piece of dough, even bread, dough, don't buy dough made by Muslims, bread. Allah knows what they did with it. Or leather skin, huh? Or a statue has sex with it, then it is the same as we have said about other type of masturbation, i.e., it is halal. You know what halal means, right? It's kosher, lawful. In the same circumstances given before, such as being in a journey. If you are in a journey, you know what you do. You know, the whole world, when they go in a journey, If they are hot, they eat watermelon. Muslim, they if it. I mean, do you see the excuse? The whole world, if they are hungry, they eat bread. Muslim, they if it. Museum, you know, they go to the museum. The Muslim, they go there to if it. This is Islam. Those are the people you try to explain to them what is wrong, what's right. They if watermelon. So this Shia guy, he is quoting them with the reference. You see, as you see, there's reference here. This is not a statement he's making from his own. So his name is Dr. Salama, or Salama maybe. He's saying, speaking about, by the way, they call the Muslim Sunni, they call them Nasibi, because they are the enemy of Ali. You know? So there's two names, Nasibi or Rafidi. You know, Rafidi, the one, the rejectors. So Shia, they have a name, the Muslim, they call them a name, and the Shia, they call the Muslim a name. So this is the Sunni name. So it seemed like the Nasibi, which means Sunni, logic, having sex with the many women as one as can afford, utterly immoral. But having sex with as many watermelon as one can afford, it's not. He's talking about muta here now, because, you know, in Islam, the Quran says in chapter 4, verse 24, you can rent a woman for 5 minutes, you know. Actually, even Sunni, they practice that. You know, you remember the video of maybe Hijab saying that Muslim Sunni, they marry their daughters for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, you know. Yeah. All right. So this is what we have about previously Gaza. And, you know, I hope that the Israeli will not really stop their war, because I'm afraid that this is stupid Netanyahu. If Hamas, they release the hostages, he will stop. If that happened, that will be a disaster. If that happened, I'm not talking about releasing the hostages a disaster, no. If he stopped the war, if they did not take over Gaza and strip them from their weapon and take control, if they finish by just Hamas releasing the hostages, so what you did? Nothing. It's not enough to destroy buildings. Who care? They will receive money from Qatar like rain. You know, money will come from around the world, from Muslim countries. They are rich. That is not victory. Victory is to finish those dogs, the dogs of Hamas. Victory is to bring their leader and make an example of them to the whole world, whoever think about doing that to you again. If they are willing to let Hamas survive for the sake of 240 hostages, the Israeli, they are seeking their death in the future. They are telling the terrorists, you can do it again and again and again, and all what you need to do, come back with a bunch of hostages and we will let you go free. Me, myself, I don't trust Netanyahu. Biden is a scumbag. In fact, he is doing his best to stop this. And most likely, the only reason Netanyahu, he did not do what usually he do, because he's a donkey, because he lost his career anyway. So he better finish what he started. I hope the Israeli will not do it. And this is why Hamas, they kidnap those people. Simply, they will use them as a negotiation deal. You know? And not only that, they will force them to release all the criminals. And by the way, most of the criminals who did lead the attack a few weeks ago, they were in jail and released by the stupid Netanyahu himself. If you remember, when Hamas kidnapped one soldier, the stupid Netanyahu released 2,000 terrorists for one soldier. And the biggest donkeys, or let us say terrorists right now, who lead the attack, was one of those who was released. That's why Netanyahu is an idiot. Negotiating with terrorists will make terrorism flourish. They will kidnap more and they will kill more because now they know your weakness. They knew how they can bend your arm. So you have a massive army, but you cannot use it. We just kidnap a bunch of your citizens and we bring you to your knee. In the case of war, my friend, yes, we love our people, we love our children, but you have to sacrifice. You have to. It's not a choice. So if you favor now having the hostages back, and you see their family crying, etc., if you go soft-hearted, oh, okay, we release them for you. If you do that, you are making the big mistake, and you are causing the death of tens of thousands of Israelis in the future. You have to finish it now. They hate you anyway. They want to kill you anyway. You are nice, you are good, you are bad, they want to kill you. You are in peace, you are in war, they want to kill you. You give them land, they want to kill you. You leave Israel, they still want to kill you. So I hope the Israelis are not stupid. And I hope they will not let Netanyahu or anyone in the world make them stop the job which they started, which is to clean the earth from the dogs of Hamas. In fact, everything happening right now is happening because not only Netanyahu, all those stupid prime ministers before him and during his time. Imagine nobody in those small towns around Gaza have weapon. Nobody. They don't allow citizens no more to carry weapon. So Hamas, they were able to go and loot and kill and rape. Nobody there to stop them. Only few men who they are serving in the army, they have weapon. Citizens don't have weapon. And this is why I say to you, if you are in a country where it's legal for you to have weapon, you should have weapon. You cannot depend on the government to protect you. If now a bunch of Hamas attacking my house, how long is going to take the police to be here? The police, they will come to your house to take picture with you, selfie. And they make report that this guy was shot in the head. And not only that, to make it more ugly, a police detective, he will come carrying a coffee cup in his hand. This is how much they respect your life. They go inside your house and you are dead, and they have coffee in their hands. And then they start talking about the movie they watched yesterday. They will care much really only if you are an important person. As an example, Obama, cook. He drowned. Weird. Police have no explanation. Obviously, they have no explanation. The guy, he heard a lot of things from Barack Obama. They get rid of him. The guy who was the friend of Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and even Trump and Obama and every scumbag in Washington, D.C. The guy, the pimp, they found him hanged on the prison. Who want to believe in that? So the police, there's two kinds of police. There's police, they can protect you really. I mean, if the criminal is still there, those are the good ones. But there's a police, they can even be your enemy. They can finish you. A smart citizen is the one who don't give his protection to anyone else in the world. If somebody come to me now to kill me, he will have a good time with me. I'm not going to wait for the police. By the time the police come to you, it will be totally shish kebab. In fact, I believe, and you know, actually we mentioned that, I mean, the only reason those Muslims and those Arab nations around Israel is not attacking Israel right now, because they knew that Israel is very well armed. And not only they are very well armed, they have not only nukes, they have hydrogen bombs. That's the only reason. Otherwise, they will eat them alive. They are just a small, tiny army. I mean, the whole nation is not even in the size of the army of Saddam Hussein. So they did not allow their citizens to arm themselves. Hamas are heavily armed, and don't tell me that they were able to smuggle all those weapons and nobody noticed. I mean, the Israelis have to have a serious investigation about how in the world this. I mean, those guys, they have rockets, they have even the most advanced anti-tanks weapon, not only RPG. RPG is nothing. How in the world this happened? So we allow the criminals to arm themselves to the teeth, and then we strip our citizen from having a rifle. Liberals, this would happen when you have liberals. If you go in Chicago, all the criminals have guns. The good citizen don't have one. The good citizen will not buy a gun without being legal. Criminals, they buy it. In 2 minutes, they buy one. And what we will have, then we will have the good citizen being killed, and the criminal is free. Giving arms to good citizen is the best way to fight criminals and terrorists. Let us say here in my street here, a terrorist, he starts shooting people, he will be dead in 2 seconds. Everybody's armed. Women here, they have guns in their purse, more than makeup. He will not even survive 5 minutes. So how in the world you live between terrorists and then you don't allow your citizen to have weapon? What kind of government this government is? And now after what this disaster happened, you start giving them weapon, and many of them do not even know how to use it. No guardian, no security, nobody is watching, the country is sleeping. The Minister of Defense, it took them 5 hours. 5 hours, not 5 minutes, not 50 minutes the attack was, it was 5 hours. To the point Hamas, they go to Gaza and come back, go to and come back. They kidnap people, take them and come back and take more. This is how easy it was. After this all happened, Israeli should execute. You know, I don't know if the execution is exist in Israel. I mean, for treason, those officers who they are in charge of this disaster. If I am in charge and the law allow execution as a penalty, I will ask for the maximum penalty. Because those are criminals too. Here we go, inside job. Somebody smart, you know, smart people. It's inside job, brother. The Israeli, they called Hamas. He said, hey, Hamas, listen, Habibi. Hamas, I want you to come, Habibi, and kill 1,400 citizens, Habibi. Okay, and then we go back to Gaza and we killed a couple of thousand from you, Habibi. Okay, yeah, let us do inside job. Here we go. Stupid people. Inside job. Mental. Inside job. Here we go. Smart. I know, I don't want to be rude to you, my friend, but I am hoping that when your mom, she gave birth to you, it was an inside job, not outside job. Stupid people. Go talk about the Bigfoot. I mean, people are so silly and so stupid. It's inside job, inside job, inside job. Unbelievable. You know, the fire called the ice, and the ice said to the fire, how I can help you? He said, let us have inside job. Those are enemies. What inside job? They hate each other to death. And then you say to me, inside job? 9/11, inside job. His mother, she gave birth to him, outside job. I mean, they love conspiracy, they love Bigfoot, they love alien. Just tell them any stories, they love it. Mental. If you go right now in the internet and see somebody talking about, you know, he saw a spaceship in his backyard. You have like crazy view, like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, you know. If I say I saw a cat in my backyard, who's going to? Nobody. So they knew, I mean, they knew how to fool the fool. And there's a lot of foolish people in this earth. A lot of them. I mean, we have foolish people in America to the point we have a guy, his name is Joe Bite Me in the White House. This is how this country is full of fools. I mean, this guy don't even remember his name. So I do not need to prove to you how much foolish people we have in this country. I mean, this guy, I mean, from the whole country, you could not choose somebody. And look, his assistant too. I mean, his assistants, I mean, his assistant alone is a movie. You know, her mouth, and she's proud she used to take drugs. You know what? We are lucky that this guy is not even dead yet. I mean, he's a stupid, he's a donkey, he's a monkey, you can call him whatever you want. But imagine this guy, he died. Who is going to be the president? This. Mental. Aren't you worried, American, to have such a president? Ha 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 ha. The laughing machine. She go to a funeral, she is laughing. There's a shooting, she is laughing. And when she is angry, nobody understands what she's saying. And she called the president Joe. What? Who? Hey, Joe. What? I mean, have you ever heard a vice president calling the president Joe? I mean, calling him by his name? Hey, how you doing, Joe? Is he your taxi driver? I mean, he is the vice president and he is the president. This is how stupid he is. I mean, from all the, you know, you choose this woman, what's wrong with you? So we have a donkey in the White House. The assistant is a donkey. I mean, I don't know. This country is messed up. And this is why they are flourishing, Hamas and Hezbollah. You know, you will notice always when Democrats are in the charge, like Obama. Obama in the, what happened during Obama? ISIS, Al-Qaeda. All the weeds going crazy. Obama, the first thing he did, He went to Egypt, he started quoting Prophet Muhammad. And he told them we will not intervene with anybody in the world. And they got the message. So suddenly ISIS in Syria, you know, and for sure, I told you about what Obama plan is. But anyway, what we can say. What we can say. Yeah, you know, the American, they are busy, you know, if who can go to the bathroom, you know, male or female. I mean, can we go male and female to the bathroom? You know? You know, and the other day I was doing jury duty, you know. So in the court, there is a sign, it says male and female. So the male is in the right, and there's a sign in female in the left, but it's in one sign, you know. So I went inside the bathroom. I opened the door, and I went inside. But then after I said, hold on. Where is... Okay, this is the male. Where's the female one? You know? So I went out, and then I look at the sign. It says male, female. But there's only one door. So I asked, I said, where is the... Okay, this is the male. I don't want to get in, and then you find a bunch of women inside, you know, we'll be in trouble. They said, I think they are saying it can be used by both. Anyway, thank God it's not the bad way. So it was like only when I opened the door, it was only for one person. So like it's one person bathroom. It's not like for many. So like this is why it's so it can be used by male and female. So you go, you lock your door, that's it, it's your only. Yeah, but they are in certain states where they are trying to confuse people about who is a male, who is a female. But I was worried. I mean, you don't want to go inside and then you find a bunch of... And by the way, if you go in the bathroom, I think, if you go in the bathroom of females, you will not find any female in the bathroom. They are in the front of the mirror. I mean, come on. This is why you go in the airport. You will see the male bathroom in the airport is totally empty. The female bathroom, there's a long line. You think this is the immigration door. Like 20, 30. I mean, the line, especially like in Europe, the line is so long for the female bathroom. I mean, do you think all those females really are coming to the bathroom? Makeup. It's a makeup time, my friend. Yeah. Bathroom. And our bathroom, thank God, you know, it's like empty. There's nobody, you know. And if you go in the male bathroom, you will find guys, because obviously they are married, they are talking to themselves. You will see the guy sitting next to you in the other room, talking to himself. What I will say, oh no, you think there's two people inside the bathroom, you know, like who's this guy talking to who? He's not even talking on the phone, you know. Obviously, he's answering himself. So men, you know, women, they make men go foo-foo, and women, they are in the bathroom doing makeup. So this is the result. All right, we go back to Hamas. Hamas is easier to analyze from this situation. Let us go back to Hamas. Hamas, Habibi, Hamas. We will make you shish kebab. Just wait. All right. Gossip time? No, not gossip time. They go to the bathroom to fix the makeup. What are you talking about, gossip time? Long line, long line. You know? Yeah. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Let me see if there is any update, any news update. Any news update? Okay, hold on. Maybe not. Oh, I saw in the other day, I was watching live, and then I saw this in the sky. I mean, that was something really. They light up the whole sky. It's like, you know, alien coming from the space. Like, imagine, guys, if you see this, let us say 1,000 years ago, what you would think. Not even 1,000 years ago. Let us say, 300-400 years ago. That will be really astonishing. And then people, they will start talking stories about aliens and etc. and all kind of stories. Yeah, I was watching and I saw this. I mean, they light up the whole city. Amazing how powerful those lights are. I wonder if I can get some from Israel. In case, you never know. I don't celebrate my birthday, never. I don't even know what day it is. But, I mean, in case, you never know. So let us see, IDF. Yeah, they have no more news. Yeah, and I noticed actually that the IDF media is very slow and very bad. They don't really have good coverage. They are, they are not doing a good job. They are not doing a good job. Tamara, I spoke about this an hour ago. Now you heard me? You are doing your makeup, I am sure. Otherwise, I talk about the makeup of women exactly more than 3 or 4 minutes ago. No, you listened, you heard it, you have slow internet. Tamara, are you using the internet of the neighbors? All right. Christian Prince God is a time traveler. Oh, okay. Who's your God, Mr. Chinese, Korean, Japanese boy? Who's your God? Muhammad with the belly? With the guy with the have a penis traveler? As I know, your prophet, he said that his, the Muslim penis will be endless. So, I mean, you are going to go behind time, beyond time. You have an endless penis. As you know, in case you do not know, that time we have is limited to the earth, which means the time is not the same if we go out in different space. So if your penis is endless, you are not only traveling time, you are beyond time. You and your penis and your God, the penis God, Muhammad. I hope I did not offend your prophet, by the way. I mean, I respect really your prophet. It's true that his penis does not working and the Jew, he put a spell on it. But I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, imagine, your enemy is a Jew and he control your penis. Yeah. So what you can say? Armored guy said, I will defeat you on a moral debate. Moral debate? That's deep. The guy you want to debate, destroy me in a moral debate? Like what, having sex with watermelon? Is he here? The guy who want to debate me about moral debate? We can debate about sex with watermelon. What do you think? He will go, this is very moral. A Muslim who have sex with dead donkey and dead goat and women dead or alive, or even they have fatwa about having sex with a dead wife, you want to debate about moral? Are you sure? Oh. Okay. I know. I did not eat watermelon since I heard this story. I mean, since I was a kid. That's it. No watermelon no more. Especially in a Muslim country. He want to debate me about morality in Islam? Okay. I mean, we do not need to debate about it. You won, my friend. I mean, your mom, she will go to heaven and she will be effed by 72 men. I mean, this is very moral. They asked Zakir Naik, a woman, she asked Zakir Naik, how come Muslim women, she will not, the man, he will have 72 virgins, and the women, she will not. So he said to her, but sister, I want to ask you a question. That one Muslim men, when they go to heaven, they will have 72 virgins. I said to you, sister, the word hur is a plural word. With mean, it's male and female. So inshallah, sister, you will have 72 men. This is moral. So his mother, she will be effed by 72 men in heaven. His mother, her vagina will be so in fire. 72 men line up and her legs is up. Victory sign. Hamas. You know, this is what Hamas women are doing right now. Victory sign to Allah. Yeah. So good news, sister. You will have 72 men if in your mother. Don't worry. What about your wife? 72 too. Huh? Even your wife? Yes. No. So a Muslim will talk about morality. Is that a comedy? They are very moral. Their prophet have sex with a 6-year-old girl, and he is very moral. He go to the house of his own son. He flirt with the wife when the husband is not there, and they want to debate about morality. The prophet, he say, you can lie to your wife, you can lie to your friends, you can lie to your enemy, and they say to us, we don't lie. Do you remember the guy who called me last time? Last time I went live? You know, the guy, I don't know where he's from. He said to me, you know, we Muslims, we don't lie. We can lie only in 3 cases. And he gave me an example. If a man is cheating his wife, he can lie to her. That's a perfect example. Watch the previous video and die laughing. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to go. I hope we had a good time together today. And let us pray for the safety and the victory of the Israeli people. And as you know, I supposedly am an Arab. So it's going to be very weird that me as an Arab praying for the safety of an Israeli soldier. But because we understand, and we understand very well, that this is the land of the Jews, and the Jews are hated, and we as a Christian, we should support them. I saw a comment before I go live, actually. You can see it in the previous video. An idiot saying to me, remember Christian Prince as a Muslim? And actually, I did pin the message. He said, the Jews, they killed Jesus. And here you see how filthy this religion is. They deny the death of Jesus day and night. But today, because they want you to hate the Jews, they remind you that the Jews killed Jesus. But remember, my friends, Jesus himself was born of the Jews. Peter, Paul, John, everybody, all the disciples, they were Jews. Mary were Jews. We receive our gospel written to us by the hand of Jews. Jews who accepted Jesus. Jews are the one who brought faith to us. The disciple of Jesus, they were Jews. Paul was very, very conservative Jew. So don't let those people make you full of hate. And it doesn't matter really if they believe in Jesus or not. That's between them and God. Time will come, and everybody will pay for his sin. But we will stand with the one is right and against the one who's wrong. And this is the land of the Jews. This is what the Bible says. This is what history says. This is what everything around us says. So a Christian, he cannot be a Christian if he is not truthful. I stand with the Jews, for they are minority, hated by the majority, for no guilt, except asking for their land. I don't stand with them because they don't accept Jesus. I stand with them because this is the right thing to do. And if you are a Christian, and somebody starts saying to you, do you know what the Jews did to Jesus? Remember, my friend, that Jesus himself in the cross said, forgive them, Father, they do not know what they are doing. So if the Lord himself forgive those who they killed him, not those children now. We're talking about 2,000 years ago. If he forgave those who killed him, literally, who are you? Don't let the devil spread hatred in your heart. You are a Christian, remember that. When we go against Islam, not because we hate Muslims, but because we hate the hate of Islam. So if you are a truthful Christian, read your Bible. This is the land of the Jews. Read it. If this is your holy book, read it. Your holy book witness that this is the land of the Jews, and the Jews should have it. And we should support them against the devil, kidnapping children, killing women, just because they are Jews. All of us, we knew this is not a war about land, it is about religion. They want to kill them just because they are Jews. So anyone who he claimed to be Christian, yet he don't support Israel, he is no Christian, he's fake man. And remember too, that this cult, this filthy religion, Islam, they believe in killing the Jews first and then you are next. So in fact, the Jews are taking your pain right now. If there's no Jews, they will be slaughtering you now. They will be busy with the Greece. They will be busy with Cyprus. They will be busy. Already they are busy everywhere with us. Go and see what they do to the Christians in Pakistan. Go and see what they do to Christians everywhere. Go and see. Now they are busy with the Jews. If they finish the Jews, who is going to be next? Be smart. Be vigilant. Be educated. Don't be a dummy. Otherwise, you will be in the mouth of the beast as a yummy. And the beast is Muhammad. And we are going to defeat him. It doesn't matter how big his followers are. They are so weak. To the point, cartoon can make them collapse. To the point, a book can make them collapse. To the point, a video. I keep receiving videos complaint from the government of Pakistan, from the government of Indonesia. They are watching my videos. The intelligence of Pakistan, they have nukes, but they are terrified from my videos. This is how weak this cult is. They are afraid if we preach the gospel. They are afraid. In Israel, you can preach the gospel. You might see, somebody says to you, do you see a Jew, he spit at the Christians? My friend, you do what you need to do with that person. But we can still preach the gospel in Israel. Can we do that in Pakistan? Can we do that in Saudi Arabia? Can we do that in Emirates? Can we do that in an Islamic country? We cannot. Why? For this is the religion of the devil. Do you know how many Jews they convert to Christianity every year in Israel? Do you know how many Christian Jews in Israel right now? And even if there's no Christian Jews, still I will support the Jews in Israel. Somebody called himself Prophet Muhammad, and he's saying, Prophet Muhammad is saying free Palestine. Hey, Prophet Muhammad, I have a question for you. How come your prophet never mentioned the word Palestine all his life? I will give you three options. Your prophet was a donkey, your prophet was a monkey, or your prophet was ignorant. He never heard of them. Can you give an answer? Is that your picture? You look so cute. What happened to you? Are you a joker or what? What the heck is that? You must be Prophet Muhammad after the Jew put a spell on him. Anyway, he must be joking. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. And again, remember, you know, that anyone, he tried to make you not to support Israel. And he mentioned to you, look at the crimes, look at the babies. I mean, those people are hypocrite. So how come the babies of the Jews is okay to kill? But when they go in war, and those filthy terrorists, they are hiding behind the babies. So the responsibility is for those who hide behind the babies, not the one who is going after the terrorist. To make it simple for you, if there is a police coming to arrest a terrorist, any country, it doesn't matter what kind of criminal, and this man is holding himself inside the house full of civilians, and he have weapon with him, armed to the teeth. If the police want to get in, what will happen? They want to shoot. Civilian, they will be killed. Is that the fault of the police? Or it's the criminal? Obviously, the criminal don't care. They don't care for their own babies. They use them as a part of war. And if the enemy don't care for his babies, Why the Israelis should care? Their babies are already killed. Go and see the pictures. Those filthy dogs, they kidnap even 9-month-old baby. 9-month-old. Can you believe it? I mean, what kind of a filthy man he will take with him 9-month-old? In fact, when they take him, he was already 8 months. Infant. This is how filthy dogs they are. This is why I hope and I pray, and this is the only prayer I want, that Israel will not stop this war until they finish them. I am afraid that this potato Netanyahu, he is going to stop if they gave him the hostages. If this has happened, that will be a disaster. Because a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, Hamas will do it again. Will attack, will kidnap, will kill, and now they have kidnapped hostages. You attack them, and now they tell you, okay, stop your attack, we will give you the hostages. And the drama will continue. Hamas must be finished. Even if you have to sacrifice all those hostages. Even if I was one of them. A life of a nation is more important than 250 people. Already we have 1,400 people died. Why you want more people to die in the future? So I pray that the Israeli army, they will finish the job, and I am so confident that they are powerful and they can. Very powerful army and very brave. And those cowards, they have to pay for their crimes. Thank you all for being here. And this is your brother Christian Prince, was serving you humbly for today. And if you know any Israeli forum, please post my videos for them and show them our support. Let us cheer them up. Let us show them that they are not alone. Let us show them now that the Christians are on their side. So they might see how Christ made us loving people to them. Let us make from this event, which is bad event, a good event. Show love to the Jews and help them and support them. They are being harassed everywhere in the world. Don't leave them alone. You know, when I was so young, I used to go and jump and fight, even I don't know what the fight for. I remember once I jumped in a fight. The guy is short. There's 2 guys beating him. I joined in the fight. I didn't know what's the reason. I just saw a guy, he is no match. I joined with him. There's 1.6 billions. They want them dead. Don't leave them alone. Otherwise, you are part of the crime. May the Lord bless you all. God is good, so is Jesus, and we are the Crusades. Thank you.